An Albuquerque alley has turned into a dumping ground, and now an elderly man and his neighbors may be forced to clean up the mess even though it isn't theirs. The trashed alley is near Wyoming and Lomas Northeast. 80-year-old Bob Hole, whose property backs up into the alley, says the stuff was dumped here illegally. He and another neighbor have gotten notices informing them that city ordinance state that if an alley backs up into your property, you are responsible for the cleanup.
They can dump it there, then it's my responsibility to pick it up, take it to the dump, which I would be charged for. And to me, that don't make any sense.
A zoning enforcement manager told News 13 they used to have a grant that helped property owners clean up the alleys, but that money has now run out. A stretch of Central Avenue is back to normal this morning after some vandals went to work on the area over the weekend. Taggers sprayed homes, fences, and brick walls and businesses just east of downtown, all the way from Broadway to I-25.
This was quite a bit of graffiti in a short amount of time. That's unusual for one weekend.
The city thinks it's the work of two people, and they do not believe it is gang related.
And in Taos, police are still trying to find whoever tagged this park there this weekend with some extremely disturbing messages. Investigators say the graffiti here is at Kit Carson Park is about killing cops, and some of it is so graphic that police wouldn't even send us pictures of it. Well, state police are still on the hunt for what they call two dangerous brothers from Los Lunas wanted for murder. And we have learned that Andrew and Joe Gallegos here come from a family of killers. State police say the two killed Adrian Burns and left his body by the burning car in the Bosque south of Berlin last week. Now, as for their family, their brothers, Ben and Frankie Gallegos, are now spending 45 years in federal prison for killing 3 people in Albuquerque's South Valley back in 2004. And this is what one of the victims' family members told the brothers at the time.
All you guys do is care about yourself. You guys have no remorse, no love. All you are is the scum of this earth.
Now, on top of those murders, investigators think Ben and Frankie Gallegos are involved with killing at least 5 other people here in New Mexico. In this morning's newspapers, Albuquerque could be in the red this year by millions of dollars, and next year it could be even worse. The Albuquerque Journal says the city could be short $10 million this fiscal year because it's not making as much as it thought it would in sales tax and other revenue. As a result, the city's budget officer told the Journal that could mean cuts to jobs, workers' hours, or programs, particularly next year if the city doesn't bring in more money.
Here's something a little bit more upbeat. The Lobo football team is having a great year so far. They won 3 more games than they did in the previous 3 seasons combined. However, it's still not enough for Coach Bob Davie to take advantage of most of his contract. Per his contract, if the Lobos average more than $19,000 a game, minus students, the school pays the coach a $25,000 bonus. More than $21,000, that bonus doubles to $50,000.
I can't complain or really comment about fans not coming out until we give them a better product on the field.
The biggest bonus in Davie's contract is $150,000 for making it to a BCS bowl game. 2 teenagers will be required to pay a hefty price for sparking Arizona's largest wildfire that spread into New Mexico. Caleb and David Malbuff have been ordered to pay more than $3.7 million in restitution starting next year. Fire investigators say the 2 cousins left a campfire unattended last year, sparking the Wallow fire. It burned 538,000 acres in Arizona and a portion of New Mexico. The teens will be making monthly payments for a long time, possibly for the rest of their lives.
A former police chief who broke a state law now has a new job investigating other officers who get in trouble. Patrick Gallagher is now a captain with Santa Fe's Police Department. There he's in charge of the Internal Affairs Unit. Last year, one of our special assignment reports found that Gallagher had almost 90 guns in a TRC evidence room auctioned off to raise money for that department. Well, that was against the law, and Gallagher admitted it after it happened. Well, we are now just 2 days away from Thanksgiving. The lines at the grocery store are probably going to be long again today, and so will the ones at food banks. A number of them are all around the state are seeing more people than ever, including the Jesus First Food Bank here on Copper near Tramway in Albuquerque. A lot of people going there simply don't have the money to make this holiday season happen, and the pastor of the church is happy to help them out.
I know what it's like to be without re-raising kids during the holidays and not have very much, so it's very rewarding to be able to help families at this time.
It certainly is. Pastor Mark Mullaney has already given out about 200 turkeys and food boxes to 300 families. Come Thanksgiving, his food bank will be empty. Well, homeless shelters here in Albuquerque are also seeing more people than ever needing a holiday meal, but the problem is that there is less food to serve them. So
this Thanksgiving, they're doing something a little different to make sure everyone who's hungry gets a meal as often as they can this week. News 13's David Romero is live in downtown Albuquerque with details. Good morning, David.
Oh, good morning, Elizabeth. Well, nearby food shelters will be working together this week and kicking off 3 days worth of Thanksgiving meals for some of the less fortunate in town. Now, the Albuquerque Rescue Mission, along with Noonday Ministries, Joy Junction, and the Good Samaritans, all collaborated on an almost week-long way to provide food to the homeless. Monetary donations are still low for the year, and turkey donations were half of what it was last year at this time. Now, because of that, there was some initial concern that ABQ Rescue would not have enough turkeys this year, but recent collections from local churches saved the event this year. Officials with the mission expect all of these chairs and then some to be filled for the Thanksgiving feast.
But it's an exciting time of the year because giving is generally up, volunteers are up this time of year, so it's the holiday spirit we're starting to see.
And starting at 11 this morning, the folks at the Albuquerque Rescue Mission are expecting at least 1,000 people to fill those chairs starting at 11. Elizabeth, back to you.
Great, David. Thank you so much. By the way, all of these missions say that they still need a lot of donations in food and in money to get them through the rest of the holiday season. We have just started this holiday season.
Absolutely. So. Don't forget, Thanksgiving on the Mayflower at the Albertson, San Mateo, Montgomery, still going on. The guys from 94 Rock will be out there until Wednesday morning. So you still have about another day and a half to go fill that truck and help out some folks who need it. All right,